Since joining the Danish royal family, Mary of Denmark has become a symbol of harmony between her Australian roots and her role in Denmark's royal house. However, this year has been particularly remarkable for the Queen. Within less than 12 months, Mary has returned to Australia, three timelines at the cinch, marking a noticeable increase in her contact with the country where she was born and raised. Only one of these visits was official, while the other two, including her current trip to Sydney's warm spring, have been private getaways. This fact has surprised many, as despite her numerous obligations, Mary maintains a close bond with Australia. So on this occasion, the Queen was seen in Sydney with her youngest daughter, 13-year-old Princess Josephine. Together, they have been enjoying the city and its surroundings in a relaxed atmosphere. Contrasting with the busy schedule she left behind in Denmark, the presence of Princesses Isabella or Vincent has not been confirmed, although it is known that Prince Christian is engaged in an educational trip in Africa until December. So meanwhile, King Frederik remains in Denmark, fulfilling a series of official commitments, including recently presiding over a conference on the European industry and organizing a royal hunt. This private visit of Mary's has also revealed her love for outdoor activities, as the Queen was photographed jogging on the famous Bronte Beach and taking a leisurely walk with Josephine. Her natural demeanor during these outings has been enthusiastically received both in Australia and Denmark, where the media highlight Mary's affection for her homeland. Her presence in Australia is not entirely unexpected, as just a few months ago, in April, Mary visited the country on an official trip accompanied by representatives from the Danish business sector. Earlier, during Christmas, the Queen took the opportunity to spend some restful days with her twins, Josephine and Vincent, celebrating the holidays with their family in an intimate and private setting. The first steps of a royal love story in Australian Trillia Mary's return to Australia is not only a homecoming but also a return to the place where her love story with the Crown Prince, now King Frederik, began. So with a solid academic background in law and business from the University of Tasmania, Mary had developed a professional career in Melbourne and Sydney before meeting the eldest son of Queen Meliad's son. During the 2000 Olympic Games, Mary and Frederik met in a bar, a chance encounter that would later become the starting point of a relationship that culminated in one of the most iconic royal weddings in modern Danish history. To be with Frederik, Mary made a life-changing decision to leave her career and life in Australia and move to the old continent. She exchanged the lights of Australian cities and her rising professional path for public life in the Danish royal sphere, embracing a new world filled with expectations and traditions. 20 years later, it's clear that the Queen retains a deep affection for her homeland, a sentiment that has endured despite the distance and her royal responsibilities. Queen Margaret's abdication and the new era of Frederick Mary's bond with her homeland seems to have gained even more significance in recent months. Last December, while in Australia with her children, Mary received the surprising news that Queen Margaret of Denmark was abdicating, an unexpected turn that marked the beginning of a new era for the Danish monarchy. This historic change culminated with Frederik's proclamation as King Frederik on January 14th, a monumental moment for the royal family and Denmark as a whole. This context offers a new perspective on Mary's recent travels to Australia. Her role as queen consort and the weight of her official duties in Denmark have not diminished her need to reconnect with her native land. So these private trips are not only opportunities for rest, but also reminders of her roots and the places that shaped her before, embracing the destiny that now defines her queen consort. Time for family for Mary and Frederik Mary's return to Australia has also been interpreted as a way to disconnect, spend quality time with her daughter, and reconnect with a part of her personal story. However, this pause from royal commitments is not unusual in the Danish royal family. Only a few weeks ago, King Frederik enjoyed a similar getaway, although within Europe. During this trip, the king traveled to Germany, where he met with his cousin Prince Gustav and his wife Karina, who recently welcomed their second child. Frederik's family getaway included a motorsport event, a shared passion that allowed the king to relax before resuming his duties in Denmark. While Mary enjoys the warm Australian spring, Frederik continues with his intense official agenda. This week, in addition to presiding over the European Industry Conference, He has hosted a royal hunt and is preparing to attend an event at the School of Mechanical Engineering tomorrow, once again demonstrating his dedication to his responsibilities in the royal house. Mary, a heart torn between two worlds for Mary. The constant travel between Denmark and Australia represents more than a physical journey. It's an emotional connection with two worlds that are part of her identity. The Queen has found a way to balance her duties with her need to return to her roots. These trips not only reconnect her with her past, but also allow her to show her children the land that means so much to her and could one day become part of their families. Throughout 2 decades, Mary has proven to be a key figure in Denmark's royal house, standing by Frederik every step of the way and fulfilling her duties with a profound sense of responsibility. Yet Australia remains a place of refuge, a destination where she can reconnect with her roots and remember the path that led her to become a queen. Each visit seems to strengthen that invisible but constant bond she maintains with her homeland, a connection that resonates in both Australia and Denmark and defines her as a queen who, without forgetting her past, looks to the future with devotion and affection. So this current trip, though private, has once again offered the public a glimpse of Mary in her most natural state, reminding everyone that despite her titles and duties, she is still a woman deeply connected to her roots. Upon returning to Denmark, she will carry with her memories of days spent under the Australian sun and the warm company of her daughter, a reminder that love for one's homeland does not fade with distance or time.